Hey everybody, welcome to the video blog number 5, and today is February 22nd, 2009. Okay, we first start off with St. Patrick's Day. I am hoping to bring the third annual St. Patrick's Day soccer game back. It's something that we did in college where we would start the day with a healthy breakfast of eggs and beer, and then go hit the parade. And then after the parade, we would choose a park and usually take a keg with us or something like that, and enjoy some drinks while we played soccer all afternoon. This didn't happen last year because there was just too much rain, and honestly, by the time 10 o'clock rolled around, I was donezo, and most everyone else was too. Jerry and Becca won't be here to host breakfast this year, so we're definitely looking for a place to do that. I know Nick and I will have a new apartment in Overland Park, but I don't know if it'd be big enough for breakfast, and we don't have a Nintendo Wii or anything like that like Jerry and Becca had. They are obviously cooler than we will ever be. So, it looks like Allie and Jenny and Nick are on board for the soccer game. I haven't talked to a whole lot of other people about it, but I'm hopefully we'll come up with something where we can continue that tradition. And I will be 25, so my insurance will go down. Kind of excited for that. Let's see. Okay, this weekend, Friday night, went to Dave and Buster's with the gang. That was pretty fun. I thought you could smoke in there, but the entire time we were there, I didn't see anybody light up a cigarette, so I don't know if the laws changed or whatnot, but it was definitely favorable. I tend to stay away from places where they have indoor smoking, just because it bothers me too much anymore. Um, so yeah, it was fun. We got a whole bunch of tickets. Um, well, not really a whole bunch, but a good healthy amount, and we hope to go back soon so that we can continue to get tickets. And I think we're sort of putting a pool together to get prizes for Kinsey. Saturday last night we just went to Tanner's. Everybody had a couple drinks and we just sort of sat around. This weekend I didn't have anything to drink, mainly because I'm too poor for that. But also I am trying to drink a little bit less and work a little bit harder at my exercise so that for the March 14th charity run, the 31st annual Westport St. Patrick's Day run, I can pull a little bit better time. The time I'm shooting for is pretty ambitious for myself, so I just want to work to make sure that I can get to it, or at least as close to it as I possibly can. And last weekend, hanging out with Gunza and Kari and Meredith and everyone, that sort of wore me out for a little while. Okay, uh, so the move, Nick signed the closing papers yesterday, so it looks like the move is definitely going to happen. Everything's in place. We will be out of here. It looks like March 5th and 6th. So if anyone would like to help us move, that would be greatly appreciated, though I'm not really expecting anybody to be able to. Um, so yeah, we have that. I have one more chapter left in Dana Kennedy's Journal for Jordan. It's a New York Times writer who was set to marry First Sergeant Charles King when he came back from his tour of duty in Iraq. Um, they had decided to have a child beforehand, and he came home for a 2 week leave to see his child, who he had not seen for the first time, that they decided to name Jordan. And after the 2 week leave, I believe he had just a couple of more months left. And a month before he was due to come back to the States, he was killed from an IED. While he was over there, Dana had given him a journal to write, words of wisdom and just general day to day stuff to his unborn son at the time, Jordan. The journal was sent back to Dana, and she had, mowed over it and picked certain things to put in and certain things to leave out, and wrote a book. It's pretty intense. I would highly suggest anyone reading it. And, it's a New York Times writer, so no offense, but the papers are, published at about a 6th to 7th grade reading level, so it's relatively easy to read as well. Let's see. I was just randomly watching a History Channel documentary the other day about World War II African American tank battalions. And First Sergeant King was a tank battalion leader. I don't really know the ranking, so I'm not going to attempt to tell you that I do. And they had him on the show, or on the documentary, to congratulate and thank the World War II veterans. So my book is an advanced copy because of where I work, so it doesn't have pictures in it, so it was kind of nice to put a face with the person, and kind of humbling, because obviously the documentary was made prior to 2006 when he passed away. But it's a pretty intense book, definitely worth reading. And the quote of the day, for better or for worse, is, "A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic." And that was from Mr. Joseph Stalin. So take that for what you will. Alright, well, thanks for listening. I know this is one of the longer blogs, and I appreciate it. And I will talk to you later. Bye.